I just said, well, what happens if I don't resign? She said, well, we'll be forced to terminate you and we'll figure out a reason why.
Former St. Johns County Fire Chief Scott Bullard claims interim county administrator Joy Andrews offered him an ultimatum. Amy Cherry has our top story.
After serving 22 years in the fire department, Bullard was hired as chief 5 months ago. But much to his surprise, he resigned on October 2nd. At least that's what a press release said. Bullard says he was asked to resign that morning, but told Andrews,
today is not a day I can make a decision like that, because I was already in a dark mood, because that day was the anniversary of one of our firefighters taking his own life. I just told her, I said, there's no way I'm making a decision on this today. It'll be at least tomorrow. And she said, okay, tomorrow is fine. And next thing you know, there was a public media release issue. I hadn't even told my wife at that point. You can imagine the added pressure from that.
This comes amid claims Bullard ordered inadequate uniforms, made unfair changes to the sick leave policy, and did not show adequate leadership during Hurricane Idalia, all of which he denies. Bullard tells Beach 105.5 News he was one of the casualties of a move to clean house after Administrator Hunter Conrad's ouster.
Shane McKay was let go a couple days after Hunter. And that's someone who Hunter had brought in, and he had an assistant with him. Both of them were let go, immediately following Hunter. My entire command staff was disassembled.
He wants to revert back to being battalion chief, but says Andrews told him others would be uncomfortable due to his involvement in union negotiations.
These are the same people that I've worked side by side with for 22 years. I don't see there being a sudden change of heart where people are uncomfortable around me.
Bullard says supporters have been calling and emailing county government demanding his reinstatement and plan to be at board meetings to speak on his behalf. He alleges their efforts have been stifled.
Sarah Arnold reached out directly to some of our department members and said that things need to be kept quiet because another commissioner will be trying to use this information to prevent Joy from being appointed a county administrator.
The petition on change.org that calls for his reinstatement received 600 signatures in less than 24 hours.
The support from everybody that has been reaching out to me in the past 2 weeks has gotten me through, knowing that there are still people out there who believe in me and who know these allegations are false.
Bullard has issued a grievance with the county. He wants to be returned to his prior position and says that according to the union,
an employee who has been promoted out of the collective bargaining unit can return to his prior rank if position is available. The employee's department seniority will remain the same, and his time, position, and seniority will be adjusted back to the seniority the employee had just prior to his promotion.
He plans on speaking during public comment at this morning's County Commissioners meeting. That meeting is open to the public and begins at 9 a.m. on San Sebastian View. With St. Augustine's local morning news, I'm Amy Cherry.
This local news is a service of your hometown Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. A St. Johns County deputy is fired following his arrest on charges of possession of child porn.
Deputy Blake Grooney, an 8-year member of the department, now faces 13 charges. The sheriff's office said the charges came after its Internet Crimes Against Children unit received a cyber tip from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children concerning the upload of child sexual abuse material to an electronic service provider. The sheriff's office also said protecting children from exploitation is a priority for SJSO, and offenders will be held accountable regardless of occupation or status. Grooney was transported to the Putnam County Jail as a courtesy hold because he's known as a deputy to inmates at the St. Johns County Jail. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
The St. Augustine City Commission has officially designated this week as Florida Government Week. St. Augustine Mayor Nancy Sykes-Klein.
This week has been set aside to recognize the many services city governments provide with their contribution to a better quality of life in Florida. The theme, My City, I'm Part of It, and I'm Proud of It, pays tribute to the role citizens play in our city's great governments. City government is truly the government of, by, and for the people. The people who are making the decisions about our community are your neighbors, business owners, and community leaders.
Florida City Government Week, presented by the Florida League of Cities, is a week-long celebration highlighting the significance of municipal government and its direct influence on residents. The League serves as the official organization of municipal governments in Florida. And now you're up to date with St. Augustine's Local Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.